From the whisper of the Amazon canopy to the roar of carnival drums, Brazil's story is a tale of conquest, rebellion, and reinvention. Join us as we travel 500 years through the chapters that forged the world's largest Portuguese-speaking nation. Long before a European flag ever touched its shore, the land we call Brazil was home to an estimated 2 to 5 million indigenous people. From the Tupi-Guarani along the coast to the Jay in the highlands, these societies cultivated cassava, practiced slash-and-burn agriculture, and built complex trade networks using feathered hammocks and pottery. Their oral histories speak of a land of the river, a place of abundance and spiritual balance, an image that would later fascinate explorers. On April 22, 1500, a fleet led by Pedro Álvares Cabral unintentionally brushed the Brazilian coast. Mistaking the lush shoreline for a potential trading post, the Portuguese claimed the land for Crown Portugal, naming it Terra de Santa Cruz, later renamed Brazil after the pau-brasil, a redwood prized in Europe for its dye. The early economy hinged on this timber, but the real gold lay in the soil and the people, especially the indigenous labor forced into extraction. In 1530, Portugal established its first hereditary captaincies, large strips of land granted to donatarios, who recruited settlers and defended the frontier. The most successful was São Vicente, eventually evolving into São Paulo. Sugar became Brazil's cash crop, and to meet labor demands, the Portuguese turned to the transatlantic slave trade. Between the 16th and 19th centuries, over 4 million Africans were shipped directly to Brazil, more than any other destination. Enslaved Africans forged new cultures, blending Yoruba, Congo, and Bantu traditions with indigenous practices, a crucible that birthed Brazil's iconic music, cuisine, and religion. When Napoleon invaded Portugal, the royal family fled to Rio, making it the capital of the Portuguese Empire. This unprecedented move elevated Brazil from colony to co-kingdom, sparking a new sense of Brazilian identity. In 1822, amid growing nationalist sentiment and the influence of Enlightenment ideas, Prince Dom Pedro I declared Independencia ou Morte on the banks of the Ipiranga River, founding the Empire of Brazil, the only monarchy in the Americas. The imperial era, 1822 to 1889, saw Brazil transition from sugar to coffee, turning the southeastern state of São Paulo into the world's leading exporter by the late 19th century. Paradoxically, while the empire embraced European liberalism, it clung to slavery. Pressure from abolitionists, booming coffee profits, and international condemnation finally led to the Lei Áurea, Golden Law, on May 13, 1888, freeing the last enslaved people in the Western Hemisphere. The abolition stripped the monarchy of its traditional base, elite planters, setting the stage for the final act. Just a year later, a military coup deposed Emperor Pedro II, establishing the first Brazilian Republic, a period dominated by coffee oligarchs known as the Old Republic. Despite modernizing railways and telegraphs, political power remained in the hands of a few, leading to widespread regional disparities and the rise of urban labor movements. The 1930 revolution brought Getúlio Vargas to power. He introduced labor reforms, social security, and an industrial push that turned Brazil from a raw material exporter into a manufacturing hub, Estado Novo, new state. Vargas' populist policies won him the title Father of the Poor, but his authoritarian streak also sowed political tension that would later erupt. A 1964 coup installed a military regime that lasted 21 years. The government suppressed dissent, censored the press, and committed human rights violations, yet paradoxically oversaw the economic miracle of the early 1970s. Massive infrastructure projects like the Trans-Amazon Highway and the São Paulo Metro. The era ended under mounting pressure from civil society, artists, and the Catholic Church, culminating in the Direitos Já movement demanding direct elections. In 1985, Brazil returned to civilian rule, and after a turbulent hyperinflation crisis, the Real Plan of 1994 stabilized the economy, introducing the real, Brazil's current currency. The 21st century saw Brazil emerge as a global player, hosting the 2014 World Cup, the 2016 Rio Olympics, and becoming a leading exporter of soy, beef, and iron ore. Yet challenges persist. Political corruption scandals, stark inequality, and the urgent battle to protect the Amazon rainforest. From ancient tribal songlines to the rhythm of samba, Brazil's history is a mosaic of survival, adaptation, and endless reinvention. Its future, like its past, will be written by the people who call this colossal land home. Thank you for traveling through Brazil's remarkable story. If you enjoyed the journey, like, subscribe, and leave a comment about which chapter you'd like to explore next. Até logo!